Hey Taurus, this is going to be your career reading for March 2020. This is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with every single Taurus. If it does resonate with you, wonderful, but if it does not, please feel free to check out your moon and rising sign, and I will leave a timestamp in the comment section below for when the reading actually begins. So let's jump into it, Taurus. Let's see what's going on for you for March. Please get a clear and concise message for my Tauruses, please. Clear and concise message for Taurus as it pertains to work, career, money for March. Clear and concise reading, please, for Taurus. What's going on in their career, finance, money in March? What is it that Taurus needs to know, please? Clear and concise message for my Tauruses, please. What's going on in career? Taurus, March, clear and concise message, please. What does Taurus need to know for the new career in March? All right, Taurus. Ooh, this is a spread. Okay, let's jump into it. It seems like there's a lot going on for you potentially in March. So let's jump into just kind of present energy. We've got the moon here for your present energy right now. So it feels like either there's something being hidden from you at work. There's some kind of, you could be working on a covert project. You could just be you could be hiding something or needing to be careful about what you disclose right now with the moon card. There's definitely something that, for some of you, there's a little bit of sneakiness potentially as well, just looking at your entire spread. There could be also some backbiting. Some of you may feel like some people are working against you with the moon card here. Like there's just kind of some dishonesty or trickery going on with some people that you may be doing business with. So you may suspect that with the moon card, or there are people who you work with that there's something that rubs you wrong about a particular either situation or person that you work with. Because the moon can also talk about false friends. So it could be that you kind of suspect that maybe not that they're working against you, but that they're not speaking about you in the highest regard potentially. There's a little bit of backbiting that can come in with the moon card, as well as if you are getting involved in some kind of contractual agreement in the month of March, be careful to read the fine print and make sure that the people who you're working with to close this particular deal don't have some other kind of deal on the back end or on the side. You just have to be very, very careful, it looks like, in the month of March. Cross your T's, dot your I's, and keep your eyes open for sure. And I feel like you're doing that because the way that you're presenting right now as the King of Rods is how you view your situation. The King of Rods is on top of their game, I feel, and is very attentive, right? He's very good at focusing his energy, right, with the rods representing action. And I feel like there's something that you may be either asked to get involved with or may seek to get involved with in a career or business sense, where you feel like, almost as if you feel like, I gotta watch these people. It's still something that I may want to do with the King of Rods, but I'm still a little bit suspicious, and so I'm gonna watch before I kind of jump in. I feel like you're gonna be, What I also truly feel before we move any further is that there's going to be some potential for you to get involved in some kind of, it could be business transaction, starting of a new business, partnering with someone, working with someone on something, and in the back of your mind, you're just going to question whether you should do it. You're going to have to be very, very attentive, but that doesn't necessarily mean you shouldn't pursue it per se. Only if you really mistrust the person, of course. That goes without saying. But I feel like you're going to have to really be able to analyze the inherent risks in whatever you're looking at in the month of March. There could be a little bit of shady business that could slip through the cracks if you don't catch it. It's really asking you, when it talks about the actions that you need to take this month, we've got the King of Pentacles. It's interesting because you got two kings, right? So right now you're looking at things like the King of Rods. There's something you really want to pursue, whether it's in the company that you're with, the career path you're in. There's something that you've been looking at that you want to do here. But there's something about it where either there's some information hidden or there's some kind of weirdness, trickery possible. But what it's asking you to embody and how it's asking you to take the actions of the King of Pentacles, not necessarily the King of Rods, right? Because while they're both kings, the King of Pentacles is very methodical, whereas the King of Rods moves from passion. King of Pentacles moves from experience, right? He moves from it's not about logic for him. When I say that, it's not about like calculation. It's not. For him, it's about what makes common sense. For him, it's about moving in a direction that he has experience in. And I feel like it's calling on you to tap into your experience this month. You got to really trust your intuition on whatever's going on with this and fall back on what you've seen before, what you've experienced before, because history is going to be your best teacher in this scenario on how to evaluate what's going on here. This is, I feel like this is also telling you that if you're going to be investing in something in March, and that's something that you're going to be pursuing, to make sure that you're making a wise investment. This situation may not be it, right? But we'll go a little bit further. There's some things coming, even if this one particular situation doesn't work out. It's asking you to make the wise choice, and I feel like you're going to have some choices to make. And don't jump at whatever you're most passionate about in the month of March. Pursue what makes the most business sense to you, where your experience can be applied immediately into that situation. Now, when we're talking about what's going to be constant for you in the month of March, as far as your career, we got the Death card. So let's talk about it, because what's so interesting is the only thing that's going to be constant is death is about transformation and change, right? There's some change coming here. Some cycle ending, some new cycle beginning. For your constant to be change, I feel like there's kind of this frenetic energy that could potentially come in for you in March, where you feel kind of pushed to make some choices. You may be putting this pressure on yourself almost to make a decision on which way to put your money, which place to put your time and energy. But keep in mind though that for the month of March, you're going to be clearing away a lot of things out of your life to make room for something new when it comes to career. I feel like this is definitely going to involve time and resources for sure. There's something that you're going to have to. This is also about rebirth. You could be pursuing something brand new, especially with this energy where you're not sure, it's not clear yet exactly how you'll pursue it, especially if you just come into a new position in the month of March, or you're pursuing a new position. This may be more like a confusing, cloudy energy because it's the uncertainty with the Moon card. but it's telling you to rely on your experience, because change is inevitable, but you're going to be clearing out that old energy, bringing in something new. You're doing a flushing. You're flushing some things out in the month of March when it comes to career to make room for something new. And we'll talk about that something new in a second. I want to jump into the change that's needed here. And you got the Two of Cups. I feel like, Taurus, this is telling you you do need help, right? I feel like it's telling you that partnership is good, working with people is good. It's just you have to pick the right partner. And I feel like with the past energy that you've got here that's affecting your situation in March, you're really consumed and worried about making the wrong choice. But I feel like if you just rely back on your experience, and this is a gut decision with the King of Pentacles, I think you'll be fine. Truthfully, I really do. I really feel like if you're, there are a couple other messages here, so let me get through those. If your relationship is impacting you as it pertains to your career, that's something that needs to be evaluated here, whether there needs to be more boundaries, especially if you could be working with the person that you're in a relationship with. You need to set up some more boundaries here just so you've got a unique separation. It's asking for you to do that in the month of March for some of you. And then the other thing is that for some of you, you've got some solitary energy here where you don't necessarily feel comfortable with working with other people. And it could be because you've gotten burned in the past, that's possible, but it's asking you to open yourself up to that again. It's just make wiser choices. I feel like this is also telling you you can't do it all on your own. If you're trying to take on everything on your own, Taurus, it's going to be a long march for you. You've got to find people that can help you along the way. And I feel like there are people, there could potentially already be someone in your life, potentially another Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or Aries, Leo, Sagittarius that you can partner with that can kind of help you through this energy of uncertainty you're having in the month of March. You've got to shed this kind of past energy. I feel there's a little bit, almost as if in the past you've let either past crises or disappointments paralyze you in a sense with the Eight of Swords. And it's calling on you to not do that, to plot ahead, right, with the King of Pentacles energy. This is your energy to just put one step in front of the other. And what's so beautiful about it is at the end of the day, with your outcome card, you got the Empress. I mean, come on, this is about growth. You're gonna have to grow in multiple ways. You're gonna have to grow in the sense that you're going to have to rely on your own intuition, and when it comes to your business dealings and your career dealings, you're going to have to grow and allow things to flush out and change and leave the old and move into the new. And you're going to have to grow in the sense that you have to, if there is something going on that where there's uncertainty or deception or anything like that, you've got to grow in the sense that you can identify it, eliminate it, and move on to the next situation, the next person, the next opportunity that's going to move you in the direction that you want to go. Because whatever you decide to pursue, that you follow your gut and really harness your own energy, Taurus, it's going to grow. I mean, this is some of your energy too. It's going to grow. It's going to be abundant. It's going to begin to flourish. I feel like you're going to even be able to see the progression as it goes. You're going to see sprouts from the seed. This is fertile energy. You're going to see sprouts from what you plant in March. You're going to see the sprouts, quickly here with this energy. With this, the Death energy and the Empress energy, you're going to see the sprouts quickly. And that's going to be your indicator that you're moving in the right direction, and this is what you need to be pursuing. And this is going to work out really well financially for you if you take that plunge and trust your gut here. So I hope that that was helpful and provided a little bit of clarity for you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.